Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, it's Mother's Day, so shout out to my mom. I know you're watching this, I love you. And we're going out for brunch at a really cute bistro later, which is what I have to get ready for. And I thought while I get ready, we could have a little bit of a chat because I have a lot of exciting things coming up that I just wanted to tell you more about. So let's get ready and I will give you a little bit of an update. I've made myself a green smoothie to drink while I get ready. And I've already taken a shower. I've done my hair. I didn't want to wash my hair today, so we're going with these braids today. And I've also put on moisturizer and sunscreen already. So we're doing makeup and then I'm gonna put on my outfit for today. But don't expect anything fancy, because if I put on eyeshadow, then that's already a fancier than average makeup look for me. Let's start with concealer. I recently got these concealer sticks from NYX. They're the Pro Fix Stick Correcting Concealer Sticks. I got them solely because the concealer that I usually use was out of stock. So I had to get something else, but I actually quite like these. I have two different shades, a lighter one for under my eyes and a darker one for the rest of my face. The area under my eyes is always a bit dark, so I like to use a concealer 1 or 2 shades lighter than my actual skin color, just to brighten up the area a little bit and give me a bit more of an awake look. I'm just gonna put a little bit more concealer on this red spot that you see here, which is where I accidentally hit myself in the face with my Vitamix cord. Then I used a darker concealer to even out any red areas that I have on my face, such as my chin, my nose, and the area between my eyebrows. After the concealer, I use foundation. Now, since I have pretty clear skin, I don't like to use very heavy foundation. And because my skin is very oily, my favorite foundation is the Everyday Minerals Matte Base Foundation. They have tons of different shades. The one that I use is Golden Medium, and I use a kabuki brush. This one is also from Everyday Minerals to apply the powder to my face. I just sprinkle a little bit of the foundation into the lid, dab the brush into the powder, and then apply it to my face in a circular motion. All right, I'm done with the foundation. So next up, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. To do my eyebrows, I use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette to outline my brows, and then I use the Catrice 3D Brow Pomade in the shade Medium to Dark to fill out my brows and give them a little bit more volume. Okay, so I promised you an update. So next Sunday, me and Matthias are going on a 2-week vacation. We're gonna travel by train, first through Denmark to Norway, and we're gonna stay in Norway for about a week before we continue on to Sweden, which is where I'm gonna stay for another 2 weeks by myself to visit some friends and basically have a bit of a trip down memory lane. If you don't know, I actually used to live in Sweden for a little bit more than a year. I'm really excited to go back and meet some people that I haven't seen in such a long time, visit the places where I used to live or places that I used to love going to. And of course, I'm gonna take you with me. So there will be at least 2 travel vlogs coming up in the next month or so. So definitely stay tuned for that. The brows are done and we're gonna continue on to eyeshadow. Now, I don't use eyeshadow very often. I have one palette that I really love, and that is kind of my go-to whenever I want to put on eyeshadow, which is the Hawaii palette from BH Cosmetics. But before I put on eyeshadow, I almost forgot, I always apply eyeshadow base. And I use the one from Art Deco. Okay, where were we? Ah, yes, exactly, travel plans. So I basically will be traveling for an entire month, starting on the 20th of May, all the way until June 14th, which is when I'm gonna come back. And then, when I'm back, me and Matthias are actually gonna move into a house. It still feels weird when I say it, almost surreal, like I'm just talking about somebody else and not about us. So let me explain to you a little bit more about the whole situation, how we got the house, and what's gonna happen. So basically, Matthias' parents own several properties. First of all, the house that they currently live in, and then this house in which I live also belongs to them. This is the house in which his mother grew up in. Now his parents, as all of us, of course, are getting older. And the house in which they currently live, which is a big house, is getting too spacious for them, and it's also becoming a little bit too much work for them. So for the past 2 years, they've been trying to figure out what to do with it. Matthias has an older brother, but his brother doesn't want to take over the house because he says that it's too much work and too much responsibility for him, which I can totally understand. That was also the reason why I was very hesitant at first, because it is a big house, it has a big garden. It is gonna be a lot of work to maintain. But at the same time, me and Matthias, we don't earn a lot of money. We have totally normal salaries that would never allow us to afford a house in Switzerland. And here we suddenly had an opportunity to get our own house, which is why we finally decided that this was too good of an opportunity to just let us pass. So we are gonna take over the house that his parents are currently living in. So the plan now is that his parents are gonna move out of the house beginning of June, while I'm still in Sweden. And then we are gonna move into the house end of June or beginning of July. So yes, that is the biggest update, I guess, that we're gonna move soon. I still cannot believe it myself. I think that I probably won't even be able to believe it properly until I'm actually there. But yeah, it's really exciting. I'm also still a little bit nervous about it, just thinking about how we're gonna manage it all. But I think it's gonna be really good and I'm very excited about it. Most of all, just to have more space, because this apartment, it's nice, but it's very small. Okay, so I think I'm done with the eyeshadow, so let's move on to mascara. Mascara is always a bit of a struggle for me. I have super oily eyelids. I have probably tried at least 10 different waterproof mascaras, from budget to high-end, but they always end up smudging under my eyes after only a few hours. So I haven't found the perfect one yet, but the one I'm currently using is the best one that I've ever tried so far. It's a Japanese mascara. I think the brand is called Heroin Make, but I could be wrong. And the mascara is called Volume Up Mascara Super Waterproof. I really like the application and I can actually wear it for about 6 hours before it starts to smudge under my eyes. So it does eventually start to smudge, but that's the best result that I've ever gotten, so that's something. But what I have to say is that it's very, very hard to remove. So I think at this point, at least parts of my lashes are probably permanently stained. I will probably not repurchase it just because I cannot really wear it for an entire day, and I will rather continue on my search for something even better. I recently read about tubing mascaras. I don't know if you have any experience with those. They're supposed to last even longer than regular waterproof mascara. I don't know. If you have any experience with those, please let me know. But yeah, this is the mascara that I'm currently using and the one that I'm gonna use today. Before I apply mascara, I quickly curl my lashes, and I use a lash curler from Tweezerman. I bought this lash curler probably 15 years ago in the United States, and it is still working like a charm. So shout out to Tweezerman, they really delivered a quality product right there. I'm just gonna hold it for maybe 30 seconds. I never put the mascara straight out of the tube onto my eyelashes. Instead, I swipe off as much of the product as I can on the rim of the tube. Then I take a piece of paper and wipe off almost all of the rest of the mascara, so that only a tiny amount of product remains on the brush. Only then do I go on to color my lashes, because the less product I have on my lashes, the less can smudge under my eyes. Okay, let's do blush now. I'm using the NYX Baked Blush in the shade Ladylike. I don't use blush often, but I'm feeling a bit fancy today, so that's nice. So blush is done, and I actually have to keep an eye on my watch because it's getting pretty late and I will have to leave soon. So let's complete this look with a little bit of lip color. I really love matte lip colors, but they can be a bit tricky to apply and they can also dry out your lips. So to help with both of these problems, I like to prime my lips with a little bit of lip balm before adding on the lip color. My current favorite lip color that I'm wearing all the time is the Manhattan Mega Matte Liquid Lip Color. I have it in 2 shades. Today I'm gonna put on Central Pink. I think this is such a nice color for spring especially. I've seen mixed reviews about these lip colors, but I really like them. I think they are super easy to apply and they last for hours. So here's the finished makeup look. I think it turned out pretty nice. And these were actually also all of the updates that I wanted to give you guys. There will be travel vlogs coming up, and then of course I'm also gonna take you along with me for the move, and I'm gonna show you the house that we're gonna move into. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. So let's put on a cute outfit now, and then we're gonna head to the brunch.